Welcome back. You're watching Reporter's Diary. Olaf Koch, the CEO of Metro AG, sees the recent tweaks in the e-commerce rules as a boon for kirana stores. He, however, feels that there is a need for kirana stores to adopt a more modern approach in their operations. That's not all. He was speaking to my colleague Rituparna Bhuyan, who also laid out the Metro Cash and Carry's expansion strategy. He said that the German wholesaler would be more selective in their store expansion plans. Take a look.
Our business here in India is really focused on wholesale, and who we are supporting is the small business owner. So it's the kirana, but actually it's also the small operator of a restaurant, a cafe, a pub, a catering company. But yes, it's true, the small kirana is by far the largest audience which we are serving. And yes, we are looking for what else can we do to make them more competitive, to modernize them, to give them access to digital tools. But we're also observing very closely how well can they compete in a world that is becoming more and more competitive as well on pricing. And there I think the most recent regulation here in India is just making sure that there is a fair balance of power and that there's a level play field, as you say, for everybody.
So you know, when you have big companies coming in with a lot of backing of cash and all, and then you have an ecosystem where you have small mom-and-pop stores. Does it then actually impact those small kirana stores or the small mom-and-pop stores? What has been your experience going by the feedback that you have from your customer base?
Well, my experience, and that's not only true for India, it's true globally, whenever, especially those neighborhood stores that play a special role, they're not only trading product, right? They are neighborhood services. They have a social cause while they're there, and that's why the customers love them. But they also need to have a longer tail of products. They have a new modern way of displaying product. They need to have also the digital component that people can order and that they can deliver. And just imagine when you do that, and that's what we are there for, we want to be their partner, there you have more than 90% of Indian trade being modernized, and that's a huge opportunity.
Right. Okay. Also, when you are in a sector like retail in India, one common aspect that we see is, be it e-commerce companies or be it companies like you, discounts. You have to use discounts as a part of your business strategy. Is it unique to India, or is it also seen in other markets that you work on?
Yeah, price always matters. I mean, no question. You need to be competitive on pricing. There is no escape from that. But on the other hand, I think customers value the service, and they value the proximity, and they value the trust they have in the partner where they buy a product. And my observation in India is that kiranas are part of the society, are a very integrated part of the culture in India. And therefore I see, yes, the need for a more modern approach, and I also see the need to be more competitive on price, and we enable that. We encourage them to actually sell below MRP, and this is something which they are doing whenever they buy with us. We make sure that they have the right means to do that.
We understand that by 2020, you know, there was a plan to have at least 50 stores in India. Can you tell us more about that? Because as of now, you know, most of the presence that you have had is in the southern part of India. You have had some stores in Delhi as well. So now that you are going to expand to up to 50 stores, how are you going to go about it? You know, if you can just give an idea on that.
Well, I think there we're going to be very selective. First of all, having now achieved the profitability level was a key milestone. Now we should double down on the regions where we're doing very well. It's of course here in Delhi, we're doing very well in Bangalore, but we're doing very well in other places. We will try to expand our reach, and that means that we will add a few more stores. Over the time, our ambition needs to be to cover the whole regions, and therefore there is no limit almost. If I look into the expansion plan we just discussed with the management team over the last 2 days, I'm very enthusiastic about that, but we also want to be expanding in a controlled manner, not make a big announcement and shout out, but rather make, you know, one step after the other.